Yeah, well, so for me, when I'm barbecuing in the summer specifically, I'm always looking at hosting a big barbecue with all my friends. I'm typically the one that's actually on the grill, working hard. And so for me, I always like to come up with a menu where I can actually be outside the whole time. Often the kitchen's pretty far away from the grill.
Totally.
So I like to prep as much as I can ahead of time, which I'm gonna walk you through. And then I like to create a menu where I can take everything outside and then I just get to hang out outside by the grill.
I love that.
And just hang out with my friends and cook for the rest of the evening
And it's
outside.
one-handed cooking, a drink in one hand and cooking with the other. Love
Yeah,
it. Okay,
it's not a flashlight, it's a drink.
100%. What are we starting with?
So what we're starting with is this ginger lime salmon. So this is something that you can prep ahead of time. So I have a little bit of ginger paste and garlic paste, which we're gonna mix together. I also have lime juice and lime zest.
Nice.
And then when you bring that all together, it sort of creates like a very aromatic paste. And then just a little bit of oil in there as well.
Just to get things moving?
Yeah, exactly. So just a bit of lime. It's really bright and delicious for summer.
Yeah.
And then as you can see, when you mix it all together, it comes out really beautifully, lots to work with there. And then a little bit of paprika. You could even add smoked paprika.
Ooh,
like
amp
that
up
little
the smoky flavor. Yeah,
exactly.
love that.
And then I love this. I call it sort of like a wet rub. And I'm just gonna put it over top of each piece of salmon here.
I love the fact that we're doing salmon too. I think a lot of people think if you're having people for a barbecue, you're doing steak, you're doing burgers, but we're doing something a little like fresher.
Yeah, it's a little fresher for summer. I always like to eat sort of bright in the summer, a lot of citrus, a lot of aromatics. But also for me, when I'm grilling, I like to keep it simple.
Yeah.
I find the flavor of the grill just comes so nicely through on a piece of fish. And once this grills, as you can see on top, all those flavors are gonna melt into the salmon.
I love that.
I'm gonna get you to throw that on the grill.
Let's do it.
And then I'm gonna move on over.
Perfect.
So this is something that would have already been done ahead of time. These are boiled potatoes, but then what happens is you take them outside, you toss them with a bit of oil, and you finish them on the grill. So in this bowl, I have those already grilled potatoes. And in there, I'm just gonna add in some capers, a little bit of lemon juice. You could also add lemon zest if you'd like. And then I'm gonna add lots of fresh chives. This is just like a really bright, fresh way to add onion flavor without adding like that classic raw onion.
I love that.
Give that a really nice stir. And then obviously you can add a little bit of salt. And I'm just gonna put that directly into a bowl. This is something that's a really cool alternative to a potato salad.
It is, and I also love we've got the smoky, like dark flavors of the grill, but then the briny poppiness.
Definitely.
So good.
And we're speaking a bit about light with the salmon. Like I think a potato salad often has that heavy sort of mayo element. Which, you know, don't get me wrong, it's nice sometimes with a hot dog. But if you're trying to elevate a meal, this is a little bit of a warmer and also brighter summer side dish. It pairs really nicely with the salmon.
It smells out of control.
Thank you. So it's that lemon caper potato, and it's sort of based off of like a schnitzel recipe actually that I made. That lemon caper flavor.
Love that.
The last item, this is like one of my favorite things in the world to make, and I'm gonna show you guys how to make the miso glaze.
Oh, okay, cool.
And so in this bowl, I'm just adding water, which is sort of the base to most glazes. I'm gonna add some sugar. And then you're gonna add the miso paste in there.
Now, miso paste, it's funny, you get it at the grocery store kind of in like the yogurt section sometimes in the tofu section. Yeah.
I'm finding it like often you're gonna find it in the refrigerator. It's normally where there's like organics, I find.
Nice.
And then I'm just adding in a little bit of ginger, or sorry, a little bit of garlic powder. You can also add actually the ginger powder as well.
Beautiful.
And then a little bit of cayenne. You can add a bit more if you love spice.
Yeah.
And this is something that I make all the time, and I have this miso glaze in my fridge.
I love
because
this.
I am gonna show you where we're using it today, which is on our corn, which I believe is on the grill right now.
So good. Oh my gosh, okay.
And also though, what's cool about this miso glaze is it does last a pretty long time. Like any glaze, the base is sugar. It's really sweet and delicious. So it's kind of something you can use on a lot of different ingredients. For example, I've used this on bok choy. One of my favorites too is I have used it on chicken wings. Just toss it in the miso glaze.
I love
You can garnish it with things like cilantro, a little bit of lime juice, whatever you'd like.
Beautiful.
And so once you bring me over that corn, I'll show you how I would finish this dish.
Perfect.
And so over here, I have a little bit of melted butter because, I mean, it's corn. You're obviously gonna want some melted butter on there.
1000%.
I like to use salted butter because then you don't even have to worry about putting salt onto the corn. And I'm just gonna do a generous amount of butter.
Love that.
I've worked in French kitchens. I love butter. And so once that's on there, I have my miso glaze. I prefer a bottle. It just makes things really easy. Like we talked about before, the kind of trick with all of this is you're prepping it ahead. So things like the miso glaze, even that ginger lime for the salmon mix that we did. We can prep these things ahead. So you're just bringing out the vegetables, the potatoes, the salmon, you're cooking it, and you're just finishing it all together.
I love this.
And lastly, we'll just always garnish, make it look a little more beautiful. I'm gonna put some cilantro and fresh lime wedges around.
Oh, I love it. Now, I know you add you love a crispy element to things as well.
Yes, definitely.
Yeah.
And actually here we have a little bit of toasted panko.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, and in there we have sesame seeds. I'm just gonna put that on top.
Come on.
It's sort of that final little bite, and also for me, sesame is one of my favorite flavors. It adds like a really nice sort of like toasty element to any dish. Almost like a nutty element is sesame.
It ties everything together too.
100%. And then if you want to top it off, really make it special, you can also finish with a little bit of scallion.
I love it. What a feast for the ages.
Yes.
I'm loving this. I cannot wait to dig in. I'm definitely going for the corn first. Maddie, thank you so
My
much.
pleasure.
And studio audience, to help you get grilling this summer, thanks to our friends at Napoleon Grills and Dixon Barbecue. You're going home with the Napoleon Portable Charcoal Kettle Grill.
Hey, Mary here. What did you think? Drop your comments below and don't forget to like and subscribe for more of the good stuff.